Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Arkham Horror, the card games, Return to Dunwich Horror. Technically an expansion, I'd count it as one. Or really a 7th Mythos pack. This is their second return to, we'll go with expansion, for the Arkham Horror LCG game. This is the first one to an actual expansion rather than the core game, and like that previous one, it is a card box with a hefty amount more stuff in it, and has a nice little label on the side. Woo! Return to Dunwich. So, this stores everything for the expansion, at least on the side of the encounter decks and things like that. I imagine you can also store decks in here and such. It stores both the return version and the regular version, and has dividers inside, plus new player cards of updated cards that I will presume came from this expansion. Regardless, let's get inside and find out. Oh, and to be precise, there are 23 player cards, 81 new scenario cards, a rule sheet in here to explain how to merge/switch things, and 32 dividers. So yes, there's enough for everything. And I want to point out, it even does say right here, this block here, yeah, you need the entire expansion and all 6 Mythos packs. You don't say. Alright, let's get into this. I've been looking forward to this almost as much as I'm looking forward to the 4th expansion to the game, and actually getting to play the 3rd one. I other than a trial run of the first scenario, I have yet to play it. We have characters currently set up, ready to go. But that's also for a 4-player game, so the likeliness is good. So, again, here's the rule sheet. Explains, renames all the icons, explains the differences, or how to overlap the differences, and, like last time, has an achievement list, which goes from here all the way down to here. There is a optional variant, the ultimatums, which I've heard have originated from the Arkham Knights conventions as just basically challenge modes. They might have originated into Return to the Night of the Zealot. And then, yeah, some credits and explains which one is the expansion icon, which is just a negative version of the original. The box has a cardboard filler thing that really isn't necessary once you actually put this to use. I actually use Return to the Night of the Zealot box to store all of my encounter cards that are from the expansions, not the Mythos pack. So, because otherwise that one, yeah, there's not much to put in there. Like, I would put player cards in there if I could fit them all, but I can't. So here's a bag with the dividers. Again, there's, I believe, 32 of these. Ooh, barely fits in the bag. And like the last time, they are their icon vaguely put on there, like a basic silhouette, and goes all the way through the whole thing. I don't know if this is meant to differentiate between return and regular. I don't see anything, but yeah, there's icons for all of these, and they are double-sided with the same thing on each side. So that's nice. Then we've got the cards for the expansion. And I have actually finished Dunwich Legacy. I have only finished Dunwich Legacy, and actually I've only finished all 3 of the first ones, counting the base campaign, not the 3rd expansion, once each. This is a game where I don't actually get as much time to play it as I'd like to. And it takes a bit to get my friends to sit down for this one. But yeah, say that be. So, oh wow, yeah, some of these are not a lot of cards. Like, Return to Extracurricular Activity is the card that explains how to make the differences, and a location. That's it. House Always Wins, 3 cards. Same thing with Miskatonic Museum. Access County Express is 6 cards, 2 of which are new agendas. And for note, I am counting the main card for the return part. Blood on the Altar is 8 cards. That was an interesting scenario. Return to Undimension and Unseen is just the card. Return to Where Doom Awaits is 5 cards. And the ending, Return to Lost in Time and Space, is 3. The rest are actually cards for the whole thing. So we've got some encounter cards, including an engineer for the train, and then we move on to the next pack, which has at least one encounter card on the front of it. And I say at least because it's already the last scenario, so... or it's already one for the last scenario is what I mean. So there might not be any past or any. Oh, no, there's a few more. And then what looks like a few new decks in general. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah. I don't know how they're gonna have the swap cards, but these have these other ones, the new encounter decks, or sets I should say, have whole different icons. So, and I noticed that there were things for that. But then we move on to character cards. Yes, those are all character cards. Ooh, including a few new basic weaknesses. Well, it looks like we've got 4 of each class, and then there are 3 other cards in the back, 2 of which are the basic weaknesses. All of these are non-zero level cards. They're upgrades to pre-existing cards, or, again, you can just start with these ones. We've got a level 2 Bandolier. These all use the same art images. A level 2 Blackjack. I hope they made it useful. Let's see, did they? Yes, they made it useful. It's still, who would you really want to play it on? Because it now even specifically says a bonus if it's engaged with somebody else, which could easily be set up. But now it's +2 fight, and if they're engaged with somebody else, +1 damage. So that's definitely an improvement. Then we got from Seekers, Preposterous Sketches. Ooh, and new versions of Strange Solution. Interesting. And this is a new solved version, not the base version. This one looks to be a resource generator, both in the literal resources and draw a card. It's spend 1 of 3 supplies on here, and exhaust this, choose an investigator at your location to gain 2 resources and draw a card. Then on to Rogues, we have Contraband. Then Think on Your Feet. Again, to my knowledge, these are all upgrades. That one I'm not too sure about. Then amongst Mystics, we have a level 2 Rite of Seeking. And a level 3 Clarity of Mind. I can already see Heal 2 Horror. That's nice. Then for Rogues, we have Oops, which is just an interesting card of, I missed one thing and I shot another. It took me a while to realize that was what was going on in the image. And Rise to the Occasion, level 3. Blam. Then we've got a new basic weakness, so I don't mind listing it off. Through the Gates. There's 2 copies of it, so interesting. And then this one actually can't be bought. It looks like you can gain it, I'm guessing, from the new version of The House Always Wins, because it's Naomi O'Bannon. And she already seems really interesting, but she also costs 5 resources. So, better be worth it. Regardless, that's everything in the box. So, a bunch of new cards in general. Some dividers. And new rules for the encounter cards. And the box itself, which honestly is part of the reason that I got it. It's just, this is why I was perfectly fine with paying what I did for it. It should be fun. But honestly, I still want to play more of the Dunwich Legacy first. And honestly, finally get around to playing Forgotten Path. Regardless, that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, please share this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you want to ask me to go over any of these cards in detail, or my thoughts on the game beyond what I did from a review, or reviews of the expansions and such. Be that as an expansion as a whole, or individual packagings of it, such as returns, base, individual mythos packs, but regardless. And if you want to see more like this, be it more unboxing videos, my board game overview videos, my painting videos, or anything else that I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.